Rich Decision, written and published by Rich Audiobooks. Wealth doesn't just happen, it's a decision you make daily. The truth? Rich people don't wait for signs, luck, or permission. They say yes to money, growth, and opportunity over and over again. If you're stuck, it's probably not your talent, it's your indecision. In this video, we'll break down what it really means to make rich decisions, the kind that pull success toward you like a magnet. Because the life you want is waiting on one thing, you choosing it. Say yes to wealthy, then keep saying it until it's real. Lesson 1. Decide you're worth it. The journey to wealth begins with a profound yet simple truth. You are worthy of abundance. This isn't just a feel-good statement, it's the foundation upon which all financial success is built. Yet many of us move through life carrying an invisible burden, a deep-seated belief that we somehow don't deserve prosperity. We silently accept financial mediocrity, believing it's our lot in life, while watching others achieve the wealth we secretly desire. This unworthiness often manifests in subtle ways. You might find yourself sabotaging opportunities for advancement, charging less than you should for your services, or feeling guilty when good fortune comes your way. These behaviors aren't random, they're symptoms of a core belief system that questions your right to prosper. The first and most crucial decision on your wealth journey is to recognize and embrace your inherent worthiness of abundance. Consider how you would treat $1 billion if it were entrusted to your care. You would likely handle it with respect, make wise investment decisions, and ensure its growth. Now ask yourself, why treat your current resources, talents, and opportunities any differently? The truth is, you are already the steward of something far more valuable than money: your potential. When you decide you're worth it, you begin treating yourself as the valuable asset you truly are. Your worthiness isn't determined by your current bank balance, your family background, or your past financial decisions. It's your birthright, as natural as breathing. Just as a seed contains everything necessary to become a mighty tree, you possess everything required to build extraordinary wealth. The only question is whether you'll give yourself permission to grow. This permission comes in the form of a decision, a clear, unambiguous choice to step into your financial power. It's not about waiting until you feel worthy. It's about deciding you're worthy right now, regardless of your circumstances. This decision becomes the compass that guides every subsequent choice on your wealth journey. The world responds differently to someone who has decided they're worth it. Opportunities that seemed hidden suddenly become visible. Resources appear at the right moment. People who can help you achieve your goals are drawn into your orbit. This isn't magic. It's the natural result of carrying yourself with the quiet confidence of someone who knows their value. Making this decision requires courage. It means facing the discomfort of outgrowing old self-relationships and relationships that no longer serve your growth. It means being willing to disappoint those who benefit from your playing small. Most importantly, it means committing to yourself with the same dedication you've probably shown to others throughout your life. Your decision to be worthy of wealth must be total and unconditional. It's not about becoming worthy once you achieve certain goals or acquire specific skills. It's about recognizing that your worthiness is intrinsic. It exists independent of external validation or achievement. This understanding transforms how you approach every aspect of your financial life, from negotiating your salary to investing in your future. The moment you truly decide you're worth it, you'll find yourself naturally taking actions aligned with wealth creation. You'll start investing in your growth, setting healthy boundaries, and requiring fair compensation for your value. You'll begin attracting opportunities that match your new self-employment, and you'll develop the courage to seize them when they appear. This decision to claim your worthiness isn't a one-time event. It's a practice you'll return to daily as you build your wealth. Each time you choose actions that honor your value, you strengthen this fundamental truth. You are worthy of all the abundance this world has to offer. From this foundation, every other wealth-building decision becomes not just possible, but inevitable. Lesson 2. Cut off the old story. Your money story has been writing itself since before you could count. It started with overheard conversations between your parents about bills, continued through childhood experiences with allowances and gifts, and solidified through your early adult encounters with earning and spending. This narrative has shaped every financial decision you've made, often without your conscious awareness. Think of your money story as an old, worn book that you've been carrying around. These pages are filled with beliefs like money doesn't grow on trees, rich people are greedy, or I'll never be good with money. These stories might have been passed down through generations, picked up from society, or born from personal experiences. They've become so familiar that you may mistake them for absolute truths rather than the limiting narratives they really are. The time has come to close this old book and begin writing a new one. This isn't about denying your past experiences or pretending they didn't happen. Instead, it's about recognizing that those experiences have served their purpose in bringing you to this moment of awareness. They've taught you what you needed to learn, but they don't need to dictate your financial future. Your new story begins with awareness. Notice how your current financial narrative shows up in your daily life. Perhaps you automatically say, "I can't afford that," without checking your account, or you feel guilty when spending money on yourself. These reactions aren't random. They're chapters from your old story playing out in real time. By identifying these patterns, you can begin to interrupt them consciously. The process of cutting off the old story requires both gentle acknowledgement and firm boundaries. Thank your old money story for protecting you, even if its protection came in the form of limitation. Then, firmly decide that from this moment forward, you're writing a different narrative. This new story isn't about pretending to be someone else. It's about allowing yourself to expand into who you truly are without the constraints of past programming. Start writing your new wealth story with intentional language and thoughts. Replace "I never have enough" with "money flows to me easily." Transform "I'm bad with money" into "I'm learning and growing in my financial wisdom every day." These aren't just positive affirmations. They're the foundation of your new narrative, one that aligns with the wealthy future you're creating. Your brain will likely resist this new story at first. It's programmed to maintain familiar patterns, even when they don't serve you. When you feel this resistance, recognize it as a sign that you're pushing beyond your old limitations. Each time you choose your new story over the old one, you're literally rewiring your neural pathways and creating new possibilities for wealth in your life. This process isn't about erasing your history. It's about choosing which parts of your story get to influence your future. You can acknowledge where you come from while deliberately choosing where you're going. Your past financial experiences don't define your future wealth potential any more than your first steps as a toddler determined your ability to run a marathon as an adult. Writing your new wealth story is a daily practice. Each morning you have the opportunity to pick up your pen and add another page to your new narrative. Every financial decision becomes a chance to reinforce your new story rather than default to the old one. This isn't about perfection, it's about consistently choosing to align your thoughts and actions with your emerging wealth identity rather than your past limitation. Lesson 3. Choose wealth over fear. Fear has a peculiar way of masquerading as wisdom when it comes to money. That cautious voice telling you to play it safe, stay small, and protect what little you have often sounds remarkably like prudent financial advice. But there's a profound difference between wise caution and fear-based limitation, and your wealth journey hinges on your ability to distinguish between the two. The biological reality is that your brain is wired to avoid loss more intensely than it seeks gain. This evolutionary programming served our ancestors well when physical survival was at stake, but in today's financial landscape, it can keep you trapped in patterns of scarcity. When faced with investment opportunities, business ventures, or career advances, your ancient survival mechanisms kick in, flooding your system with stress hormones that cloud judgment and push you toward the perceived safety of the familiar. But wealth rarely grows in the comfort zone. The most successful people in any field have learned to recognize fear for what it is, a biological response that can be acknowledged, understood, and transcended. They've developed the ability to feel the fear of financial risk while still moving forward with clear-headed determination. This isn't about reckless abandon, it's about calculated courage. Consider how many opportunities you've already let slip by because fear whispered, "What if it fails?" instead of, "What if it succeeds?" Each time you choose safety over potential, you're not just avoiding risk, you're actively choosing limitation over expansion. The wealthy think differently. They ask themselves, what's the cost of not taking this opportunity? They understand that the price of fear is paid in unrealized dreams and unexplored potential. Building wealth requires a fundamental shift in how you process and respond to financial fear. Start by examining your fear responses to money decisions. When your heart races at the thought of investing a significant sum, or your stomach tightens when considering a business opportunity, recognize these as physical manifestations of fear, not necessarily accurate danger signals. Train yourself to pause, breathe, and evaluate the situation from a place of abundance rather than scarcity. Right? This doesn't mean ignoring legitimate risks or abandoning due diligence. Instead, it means approaching financial decisions with clear-minded confidence rather than fear-based hesitation. Develop the habit of asking yourself, am I making this decision from a place of fear or a place of growth? The answer often reveals whether you're truly protecting yourself or simply hiding from opportunity. Creating wealth becomes infinitely easier when you learn to use fear as a compass rather than a barrier. When fear arises, treat it as a signal that you're pushing beyond your comfort zone, exactly where growth and opportunity reside. Start with small challenges to build your courage muscle. Make slightly bigger investments than feel comfortable. Take on projects that stretch your capabilities. Each time you choose action over fear, you're rewiring your brain's response to financial opportunity. The most powerful shift occurs when you begin to see fear not as an enemy to be vanquished, but as a natural part of the wealth-building process. The presence of fear often indicates you're on the right track, moving toward expansion rather than staying safe in contraction. Successful investors, entrepreneurs, and business leaders aren't fearless. They're fear-literate. They understand that courage isn't the absence of fear, but the wisdom to move forward despite it. Your relationship with financial fear will determine the ceiling of your wealth potential. Every time you choose wealth over fear, you're not just making a single financial decision. You're strengthening your capacity for abundance and training your mind to seek opportunity rather than retreat from it. This is how wealth consciousness develops, one brave decision at a time, consistently choosing growth over comfort, possibility over limitation, and abundance over. Lesson 4. Say yes to your rich path. Your path to wealth is as unique as your fingerprint. While others may have blazed similar trails before you, your journey to abundance will reflect your distinct talents, values, and vision. The key to unlocking your financial potential lies in recognizing and embracing your authentic wealth path, rather than trying to force yourself into someone else's template for success. When you say yes to your rich path, you're making a profound declaration to the universe about who you are and what's ready to receive. This isn't about following a prescribed set of rules or copying another person's success formula. Instead, it's about tuning into your inner guidance system and recognizing the opportunities that resonate with your authentic self. Your rich path might look different from what you initially imagined. Perhaps you've always thought wealth could only come through climbing the corporate ladder, but your true path leads to entrepreneurship. Or maybe you believed real estate was your destiny, but your genuine wealth potential lies in digital assets or intellectual property. The magic happens when you release preconceptions about how money should come to you and open yourself to the unique ways abundance wants to flow into your life. The process of saying yes to your rich path requires active engagement with your intuition. Start by paying attention to what naturally excites you about money and wealth creation. Notice which conversations light you up, which investment topics draw your curiosity, and which wealth-building activities feel energizing rather than draining. These are signposts pointing toward your authentic path to abundance. Your rich path will often challenge you to grow beyond your comfort zone, but it shouldn't feel like you're constantly fighting against your nature. When you're aligned with your true wealth path, even the challenges feel like welcome opportunities for expansion rather than painful obstacles to overcome. The resistance you encounter will be the kind that strengthens you, not the kind that breaks you down. The act of saying yes to your rich path isn't a one-time event. It's a continuous choice to honor your authentic relationship with wealth. Each day brings new opportunities to affirm your commitment to this path through your decisions, actions, and responses to circumstances. When faced with choices, ask yourself, does this align with my authentic path to wealth? Does this decision honor my unique journey to abundance? As you walk your rich path, you'll discover that certain opportunities and resources naturally gravitate toward you. People who can support your journey will appear at the right moments. Ideas and insights will come more easily. This synchronicity isn't coincidence. It's the natural result of aligning with your authentic wealth path and saying yes to it consistently. Your rich path exists within you right now. You don't need to search for it outside yourself or wait for someone else's permission to walk it. The path reveals itself through your willingness to trust your inner guidance and take aligned action. Each step you take in harmony with your authentic wealth journey creates momentum for the next step to appear. Your rich path is waiting for your wholehearted yes. It's ready to support you with opportunities, resources, and connections that match your unique gifts and vision. By saying yes to this path, you're not just choosing wealth, you're choosing to become the fullest expression of who you are meant to be. The financial abundance that flows from this alignment is both a reward and a natural consequence of honoring your authentic journey to wealth. Lesson 5. Choose daily, not just once. The journey to wealth isn't marked by a single momentous decision, but rather by thousands of small choices we make each day. Every morning when you wake up, you have a new opportunity to recommit to your path of prosperity. This daily choosing is what separates those who create lasting wealth from those who merely wish for it. Think of your wealth journey like tending a garden. You don't plant seeds once and expect a flourishing garden forever. Instead, you water, weed, and nurture your plants daily. Your financial future requires the same consistent attention. Each day presents multiple decision points that either move you closer to or further from your wealth goals. These daily decisions might seem insignificant in isolation. Should you buy that coffee, take that extra freelance project, invest that unexpected windfall, make that networking call? While no single choice may appear life-changing, it's their cumulative effect that shapes your financial destiny. The compound effect of these small decisions creates an unstoppable momentum toward wealth. Creating a daily wealth decision ritual anchors your commitment to prosperity in your everyday routine. This might mean starting each morning by reviewing your financial goals, setting intentions for the day's money choices, or simply taking a moment to align with your wealth consciousness before making any financial decisions. The key is consistency, making conscious choices rather than operating on autopilot. Decision fatigue is real, and it can derail even the most committed wealth seekers. As the day progresses, our ability to make good choices naturally diminishes. This is why establishing morning routines and decision frameworks is crucial. By creating systems that support good financial choices, you preserve your mental energy for the truly important decisions that require careful consideration. The practice of daily choosing extends beyond obvious money matters. It encompasses your thoughts, words, and actions regarding wealth. Do you speak about money with confidence or anxiety? Do you approach opportunities with enthusiasm or hesitation? Each thought pattern and verbal expression is a choice that either reinforces or undermines your wealth journey. When you inevitably make choices that don't align with your wealth goals, and you will, the daily nature of this practice becomes your safety net. Tomorrow brings another opportunity to choose again, to reset your course, to recommit to your prosperity path. This resilience, this ability to begin again, is what builds lasting wealth consciousness. Your daily wealth choices create a feedback loop. As you consistently choose in alignment with your wealth goals, you begin to see evidence of positive change. This evidence strengthens your resolve, making it easier to make wealthy choices in the future. The momentum builds upon itself, creating an upward spiral of prosperity-linked decisions. Track your daily wealth choices to maintain awareness and accountability. Notice patterns, celebrate victories, and learn from choices that didn't serve your highest good. This awareness helps you refine your decision-making process and builds confidence in your ability to choose wealth consistently. Choosing wealth daily isn't about perfection. It's about practice. Some days you'll make all the right choices. Other days might feel like 2 steps backward. What matters is your commitment to showing up each day, ready to choose again. This daily practice, this constant choosing and re-choosing of wealth, transforms your relationship with money from a series of sporadic decisions into a sustainable lifestyle of prosperity. Lesson 6. Let decisions match your vision. Your vision of wealth serves as the North Star for every financial decision you make. Without a clear vision, decisions become scattered, inconsistent, and often counterproductive to building lasting wealth. Think of your wealth vision as a magnificent mansion you're constructing. Each decision represents a brick in that structure. It must align perfectly with the overall blueprint to create the result you desire. The most successful wealth builders maintain crystal clarity about their financial future. They can describe in vivid detail not just the numbers in their bank accounts, but how their wealthy life looks, feels, and operates. This sensory-rich vision becomes the filter through which they evaluate every choice, from small daily purchases to major investment opportunities. When faced with a decision, they simply hold it up against their vision and ask, does this choice move me closer to or further from my wealthy future? Your vision might include passive income streams that fund your ideal lifestyle, investment properties in specific locations, or businesses that create value while running smoothly without your constant involvement. Whatever elements comprise your unique vision, they must feel deeply authentic to you. A borrowed or artificial vision lacks the magnetic pull needed to inspire aligned decisions. Take time to sit quietly and allow your true wealthy future to emerge, free from others' expectations or societal pressures. Decision alignment becomes natural when you fully embody your wealth vision. You'll find yourself automatically passing on opportunities that don't serve your greater purpose, no matter how attractive they might seem in the moment. That trendy investment your friends are excited about? If it doesn't fit your vision, you can confidently decline. The business venture that promises quick returns but would drain your energy and time? Your vision helps you recognize it as a detour rather than a shortcut. Making vision-making decisions requires regular reconnection with your wealthy future. Start each day by immersing yourself in the experience of your vision. Feel the freedom, sense the possibilities, and anchor yourself in the certainty of its manifestation. This daily practice strengthens your decision-making muscle and keeps you focused on what truly matters for your wealth journey. Your vision will evolve as you grow in wealth consciousness, and that's perfectly natural. As you achieve certain milestones, your perspective expands, revealing new possibilities you couldn't see before. Allow your vision to develop organically, but ensure each evolution builds upon your core wealth values rather than replacing them entirely. Think of it as upgrading your mansion's features while maintaining its solid foundation. The power of vision and decisions compounds over time. Each choice that matches your wealthy future creates momentum, making subsequent decisions easier and more natural. You'll develop an intuitive sense for what belongs in your wealth journey and what doesn't. This clarity eliminates the mental and emotional energy waste of second-guessing or regretting your choices. Your wealth vision exists in the present moment, not some distant future. When making decisions, imagine your wealthy self already exists and is guiding your choices. What would that version of you do? What standards would they maintain? What opportunities would they recognize? This perspective shift transforms decision-making from a struggle into an exciting process of bringing your vision into reality. Your decisions shape your financial destiny, and your vision ensures those decisions create the wealthy life you desire. Let every choice become a conscious step toward your magnificent future, knowing that vision-line decisions never fail to move you forward on your path to lasting wealth. Lesson 7. The energy of lack is insidious, seeping into our lives through subtle channels we often fail to notice. It manifests in the friend who constantly complains about money, the family member who ridicules your financial aspirations, or even the internal voice that whispers, "You can't afford that," before you've checked your bank account. This pervasive energy of scarcity acts like a magnetic force, attracting more situations and people that reinforce the very limitations you're working to overcome. Recognizing lack energy requires heightened awareness. Notice how your body feels when someone talks about money problems or when you encounter financial stress. That heaviness in your chest, the tightening of your shoulders, or the knot in your stomach are physical manifestations of lack energy taking hold. These sensations serve as valuable indicators, alerting you to the presence of scarcity consciousness in your environment. Your power lies in your ability to say no firmly and unapologetically to anything that diminishes your wealth consciousness. This might mean declining lunch invitations with colleagues who constantly discuss financial struggles, unfollowing social media accounts that trigger financial anxiety, or stepping away from conversations that center around economic doom and gloom. Each refusal is an act of self-preservation, protecting the wealthy mindset you're cultivating. Setting boundaries with people who drain your wealth energy doesn't require confrontation or explanation. You can quietly distance yourself from toxic financial relationships while simultaneously strengthening connections with those who support your abundance mindset. Seek out people who discuss money with confidence and optimism, who share investment insights rather than debt stories, who celebrate financial wins instead of dwelling on losses. The process of releasing lack mentality demands active participation. Create a morning ritual that floods your consciousness with abundance before engaging with the world. This might involve reading about successful investments, visualizing your growing wealth, or simply expressing gratitude for your current financial blessings. These practices act as an energetic shield, protecting you from the scattered particles of lack that float through daily life. Building an abundant support system extends beyond human relationships. Your physical environment plays a crucial role in maintaining high-frequency financial energy. Clear your space of items that remind you of financial struggle. Replace worn-out belongings with quality pieces that make you feel prosperous. Display symbols of wealth that resonate with your vision, perhaps a piece of art that represents abundance, or a folder containing your investment goals. Your relationship with money is energetic before it's physical. Every time you check your bank balance, make a purchase, or discuss finances, you're engaging in an energetic exchange. Make these interactions conscious and intentional. Before logging into your banking app, pause to align with abundance. When making a purchase, focus on the value you're receiving rather than the money leaving your account. These subtle shifts in perspective maintain your energetic connection to wealth. The most powerful way to reject lack energy is to generate its opposite, abundance energy. Become a source of prosperous thoughts and conversations. Share investment opportunities instead of commiserating about expenses. Celebrate others' financial victories as previews of your own. When you consistently radiate abundance energy, you naturally repel the frequency of lack, creating an impenetrable force field around your wealth consciousness. This commitment to energetic sovereignty requires vigilance and practice. You'll need to consistently choose your energetic state, especially when surrounded by collective fear or economic uncertainty. Your energy is your responsibility and your power. By steadfastly refusing to engage with lack consciousness, you create space for abundance to flow freely into your life, attracting the very wealth you've decided to embrace. Lesson 8. Walk the path with certainty. Certainty is the hidden force that transforms ordinary financial decisions into powerful wealth-building momentum. When you walk your wealth path with absolute conviction, you activate an energy that naturally attracts resources, opportunities, and abundance into your life. This isn't about blind faith or naive optimism. It's about developing an unshakable knowing that your financial success is inevitable. The most successful wealth creators share a common trait. They move through the world with a quiet confidence about their financial future. They don't hope they'll succeed. They know they will. This certainty isn't based on their current circumstances or bank account balance. Instead, it stems from a deep internal alignment with their wealth vision and an unwavering trust in their ability to make it reality. Building this level of certainty requires deliberate practice. Start by collecting evidence of your past successes, no matter how small. Each time you've made money, saved money, or improved your financial situation becomes a data point supporting your inevitable success. These aren't just memories, they're proof of your capability to create wealth. When doubt creeps in, return to this evidence. Let it remind you that you've succeeded before and will continue to succeed. Your certainty grows stronger when you take consistent action aligned with your wealth vision. Each step forward, whether it's investing in your education, starting a side business, or making a strategic investment, reinforces your confidence. These actions create a positive feedback loop. Certainty leads to action, action creates results, and results strengthen certainty. This cycle builds unstoppable momentum on your wealth journey. Maintaining certainty during challenging times distinguishes those who achieve lasting wealth from those who remain stuck in financial mediocrity. When the market dips, when investments don't perform as expected, or when unexpected expenses arise, your certainty becomes your anchor. Instead of seeing setbacks as evidence that wealth isn't for you, view them as temporary conditions that test and strengthen your resolve. Your environment plays a crucial role in maintaining certainty. Surround yourself with people who believe in your vision and support your wealth journey. Their confidence in you reinforces your own. Similarly, immerse yourself in wealth-building knowledge and success stories. Each example of someone who has achieved what you're working toward adds another layer to your certainty foundation. Physical practices can help embody certainty in your daily life. Walk, speak, and carry yourself as if your wealth is already secured. Make decisions from this place of knowing. When you approach financial opportunities, do so with the certainty that you'll extract maximum value from them. This isn't about pretending. It's about aligning your physical presence with your internal conviction. The language you use about your wealth journey shapes your certainty. Eliminate phrases like, I hope, I'll try, or maybe someday from your vocabulary when discussing your financial future. Replace them with powerful declarations. I am, I will, I choose. Your words program your subconscious mind and influence your actions. When you speak with certainty, you think with certainty, and ultimately act with certainty. Certainty isn't about knowing exactly how your wealth will manifest. It's about maintaining absolute faith in the what, while remaining flexible about the how. The path to wealth often unfolds in unexpected ways, presenting opportunities you couldn't have anticipated. Your certainty allows you to recognize and seize these opportunities when they appear, knowing they're part of your wealthy destiny unfolding. By walking your path with unwavering certainty, you become a magnet for wealth. Your confidence attracts the right people, circumstances, and opportunities. The universe conspires to support those who move forward with conviction. Your certainty becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, transforming your wealth vision from a possibility into an inevitability. Lesson 9. Make powerful, aligned moves. When you step into your power as a wealth creator, every action becomes an intentional move toward your financial vision. Powerful, aligned moves aren't just about taking action. They're about taking the right action at the right time with complete conviction. These moves stem from a deep understanding that you're not just making decisions, but orchestrating your financial destiny. The alignment of your moves comes from the marriage of intuition and strategy. Your inner wisdom knows the path to wealth, while your strategic mind creates the roadmap to get there. When you learn to trust both equally, your actions take on a different quality. They become precise, purposeful, and packed with potential. Think of yourself as a master chess player, seeing multiple moves ahead, while staying completely present with each choice. Power in decision-making isn't about force or aggression. It's about clarity, certainty, and conviction. When you make a move from this place, the energy behind your action multiplies its impact. Your powerful moves might look like investing in that business opportunity that others are too afraid to touch, raising your prices to reflect your true value, or walking away from a seemingly good deal because your gut tells you it's not aligned with your highest good. The most aligned moves often feel both exciting and slightly uncomfortable. This edge is where growth happens. You might feel butterflies in your stomach as you sign that contract or transfer those funds, but underneath there's a solid knowing that you're acting in accordance with your wealth vision. These moves require you to step out of your comfort zone while staying firmly grounded in your wealth consciousness. Your moves become more powerful when you remove second-guessing from the equation. Once you've made a decision from an aligned place, stand behind it fully. This doesn't mean you never course-correct, but it does mean you stop undermining your choices with doubt. Each move should carry the full weight of your conviction, creating a clear signal to the universe about your intention. Consider the ripple effect of your moves. When you act with power and alignment, you inspire others to do the same. Your bold financial decisions create opportunities not just for yourself, but for everyone in your sphere of influence. This is how wealth consciousness spreads and grows. Your aligned moves contribute to a larger movement of abundance and prosperity. Timing plays a crucial role in making powerful moves. Sometimes the most aligned action is to wait, to gather more information, or to allow circumstances to ripen. Other times you need to strike while the iron is hot, moving quickly and decisively when opportunity presents itself. Developing this sense of timing comes from staying attuned to both your inner guidance and the external environment. The power of your moves compounds over time. Each aligned decision builds upon the last, creating a momentum that carries you toward your wealth goals. Like a master builder, you're constructing your financial future one powerful move at a time. The key is consistency, making aligned choices not just in the big moments, but in the small daily decisions that shape your wealth journey. Your moves become more refined as you progress on your wealth path. What felt powerful at the beginning might feel tentative later, as your capacity for bigger decisions grows. This is natural evolution. As your wealth consciousness expands, so does your ability to make more significant moves with greater ease and confidence. Let each decision be a stepping stone to the next level of your financial mastery. Powerful aligned moves come from a place of expansion, not contraction. When you're operating from your highest self, your decisions naturally align with abundance. You're not moving from fear or scarcity, but from a place of possibility and growth. This is how you create lasting wealth, through conscious, powerful moves that align with your deepest truth and highest potential. Lesson 10. Decide and let the universe catch up. The moment you make a true decision about wealth, the universe begins orchestrating circumstances to match your choice. This profound truth often gets lost in the noise of tactical financial advice and market strategies. Yet the most powerful force in wealth creation isn't a particular investment vehicle or business model. It's your unwavering decision that wealth is your reality. Making this kind of decision requires a special kind of surrender, not a passive waiting game, but an active trust that allows you to take bold action while releasing attachment to exactly how your wealth will manifest. Think of it like planting a seed. You don't dig it up every day to check its progress. You water it, ensure it gets sunlight, and trust in the natural process of growth. Your relationship with the universe in wealth creation is similar to a dance partnership. You lead with your decision and focused action while allowing the universe to orchestrate the perfect timing and circumstances. This doesn't mean sitting back and waiting for money to fall from the sky. Instead, it means maintaining an unshakable knowing that wealth is coming while staying open to unexpected opportunities and paths that may differ from your original plan. Many people struggle with this balance, either trying to control every aspect of their wealth journey or failing to take any action at all. The sweet spot lies in making clear decisions and taking inspired action while maintaining flexibility about the exact route to your destination. When you decide with absolute certainty that you are creating wealth, you'll find yourself naturally gravitating toward the right opportunities, connections, and ideas. This approach requires a fundamental shift in how you view time and manifestation. The linear mind wants immediate results and visible progress at every step. But wealth creation often follows a quantum pattern, periods of apparent stillness followed by sudden breakthrough moments. Your job is to hold steady in your decision during those quiet periods, knowing that massive shifts are occurring beneath the surface. The universe operates on its own timeline, one that often defies our human expectations. Your decision to be wealthy might manifest through unexpected channels, a chance meeting, a sudden insight, or an opportunity that seems unrelated to your original plan. This is why maintaining flexibility while staying firm in your decision is crucial. You're not just deciding on the wealth itself, but also deciding to trust the process of its unfolding. Think of your wealth decision as a command to the universal operating system. Once issued, this command sets in motion countless invisible processes, aligning resources, people, and opportunities in your favor. Your role is to stay in the energy of that decision, regardless of what your current circumstances show you. This means continuing to think, act, and make choices as your wealthy self even before the physical evidence appears. The power of this approach lies in its ability to bypass the limited thinking of your conscious mind. When you truly decide and let go, you activate forces far beyond your current understanding or vision. This is why some of the greatest wealth success stories often include elements of serendipity or lucky breaks. These aren't actually random events, they're the natural result of a clear decision allowed to unfold through universal intelligence. As you walk this path, remember that the universe doesn't respond to wishes, hopes, or maybes. It responds to decisions. A true decision creates a new reality the moment it's made, even if that reality isn't yet visible to the physical eye. Your work is to hold that decision with such conviction that you naturally begin operating as if your wealthy reality is already here. The universe will catch up to your decision at exactly the right moment, often in ways far more magnificent than you could have planned.